Hey guys, it's Heather, the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Let's see. Today is Monday, April 26th, but probably by the time you're seeing this, it'll be Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. This is episode 34 of the Hooks and Broomsticks Crochet podcast. It's a lot of different numbers that I just had to remember there, you guys. Usually I don't remember either one, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Anywho, welcome. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're not new here, welcome back. We're 1,800 strong, you guys. So cool. I made a community post about that, and I just wanted to say it in a video, and yay, we're getting closer and closer and closer to 2,000, which mind-blowing. I still can't believe it. So it's been a minute since the last podcast, just for different reasons, and if I sound a little stuffy kind of, I think allergies are catching up with me because today was I think today was 25 degrees warmer than yesterday, according to my Google weather. So, I'm a little bit better today than I was yesterday. Yesterday being Sunday for me, because yesterday, I thought I was dying. My lungs were just burning. I was sneezing and coughing, and allergies, I think, is the problem, the root of the problem here, but I don't know. It was bad. I am not one to be in bed before 4 in the morning because I'm a night person. Usually 4 is even a little early for me. I'm usually 5 or 6 kind of person, or maybe if I'm in bed by 4, I'm still watching YouTube or watching Netflix or something until 5 or 6 in the morning. But I was in bed at 1 o'clock last night. And I didn't fall asleep right away, but I was in bed and I was ready to fall asleep so early last night. It was so bad, to me. I was just dying. And I'm still feeling a little of that today, but it's nowhere near as bad as yet. So either I just had a cold or some allergies or something. I'm still kind of sniffly, like I said. So just bear with me, please. I'm going to try to get some of the pictures out of the way because I know when I edit, I'm going to miss it if it's later on in the video. So some of the pictures, you'll notice I'm in another one of my Jason shirts. So not really to tie in because I'm always in a Jason shirt, but I want to add a picture in right here of something that I got in the mail today. If you can't, the picture should have flashed by now already, but if you can't tell, it is a Jason mask, and it's a hockey mask from here down. I love it. I love it so much. I wore it to the store today. It's not yarny related, I know, but I'm such a Friday the 13th Jason nerd. I know you guys have to have expected that of me eventually, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that. And then I went to my general practitioner doctor, the one that I said this is going to be my last visit with her, and I gave her shawl, and I will insert a picture of that here, and she loved it. I told her that I had just guessed by way of her wristband on her watch that she was a pinkish purple kind of gal, because her wristband was kind of dark pink, pinky purple metallic kind of, and she said I guessed absolutely right and that she loved it, and she gave me 2 big hugs, and she was just really happy about it, and so it was good. I'm glad. I was really nervous and I was hoping she would like it, and she did, so yay. What other pictures did I... Oh, yes. So I don't remember if I told you. I don't think we've chatted since then. But I did go to the foot and ankle specialist about those heel spurs. And so they have put me in... I'm getting a second opinion. Let me put it that way. Because, so my doctor, my regular doctor, was kind of these, and the technician, I know I told you guys this part, she was You want to see these? Because she was like surprised at how, especially on the left heel, how like massive it was. Let me flash the pictures. I'm gonna do this number so that future Heather that's editing remembers to put these in. But I have this lovely the bluish boot thing is for sleeping in and being around the house in. It's like a house slipper thing, brace thing. And the other one is a walking, apparently it's a walking air cast. I didn't know it was an air cast because they didn't explain any of that to me. So I went in, now that the picture part's done, story time. I went into the doctor there at the specialist, and the nurse person was going to do x-rays. And I was like, I don't know if I'm saving maybe you some time and me some money, but my doctor had x-rays done. And it's a different, like, it's not the same hospital affiliation. So they couldn't look at my medical records, but apparently they could look at my x-rays. So she's like, oh, that's great. And she was really happy because she didn't have to do my x-rays. So I assumed that's what was taking the doctor so long. She came into the room and she had me, like, I assumed just the regular stuff, like push on her, like she put her hand on my foot and she had me push, you know, on it to see. And then she felt, and she made me cry actually, especially with the left foot, but she like felt and pushed on it and stuff. And she was like, yeah, I didn't look at your x-rays. We're going to put you in this cast boot thing and see you in another month. And your job, because she found out like what I did for my job. She goes, oh yeah, your job may not let you wear it. And she's like, we're also gonna, like, she basically didn't want me to be on my foot. So she wanted me to do one of those, you know, those carts that you put your knee on it. So your foot is all, you're rolling and you're kneeling on it on the one foot, you're scooting along. She wrote a prescription for that. I didn't know you had prescriptions for that. That was new to me. But she goes, I'm going to write you a prescription for one of those, even though your work probably won't let you have that either. And I was like, well, I'm at work like 80% of my day. So, I don't know what that's going to, you know, help or whatever. And I was like, you didn't look at the x-rays? Because the one was apparently really bad. And she was like, uh-huh. And she goes, oh, and it says on here that you've had these for like 20 years. Because I had it like when I was married. And I was like, yeah, I had it for like 20 years. And she's like, uh-huh. Like, sure you did. Okay. So the boot makes it hurt worse. Like when I'm wearing it. And the idea behind it is to keep my foot at a 90-degree angle because basically she doesn't want to do surgery on it. That surprised my doctor, and my doctor told me to get a second opinion because my doctor said, you mean she didn't want to just cut you open and get rid of it? I was like, nope, guess not. So she says that it's normal, and like Damon tried to do some research on it, and like I know like WebMD it's not like it's you shouldn't like diagnose yourself obviously, but he was just like curious like what it had to say. And WebMD says that like the first step and stuff is the boot thing. So like she's not going against what WebMD says. I guess like my feeling is just had she looked at the x-ray or had she believed that I've had it for so long, I'm not sure that a 20-year double-sided bone spur is necessarily, because like the idea behind it is to keep it at a 90-degree angle. And the way she described it was like sometimes the pain is because the tendon gets caught on the bone spur and you can potentially move it. But like the bone spur is kind of like, it's not sticking out in one direction. It's sticking out like in two directions. And then the middle is like crazy looking. And like, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to hurt either way. And actually yesterday I wore the boot all day like I was supposed to at the store and all and was like a good girl. And then today, literally for like a 10-minute trip to the store, I was like, I'm not wearing it. It hurts. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. And let me tell you what, now that I've been wearing it to work and everything else, not having the boot on hurts. I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to do or what it's not supposed to do. But it's like sore basically regardless now. So I don't know. But my doctor, my normal doctor did give me not a prescription, recommendation. She had to give me the recommendation for the specialist with our hospital group. So she said it'll take a week or two, and they did email me and they were like, they've already emailed me and they said we can't get the records from any other person that you've seen. So can you have them send us like their findings and notes and stuff? And I emailed them back and I was like, honestly, my doctor within our own group is pretty much the only one that's taken like notes and had x-rays done and stuff like that. Like the other place that I saw didn't do any of that. So I don't really want, like, my doctor did not put the new place down as a second opinion. She basically told them that I want their opinion. So I was like, if it's possible, I don't even want their findings or whatever. I just want like you guys to treat me. So I'm waiting to hear back from them on that. But I think that is like all of my life stuff. This is my second day off of the week of my weekend. And I am getting Thursday off again, just as an extra day off because my boss is trying to keep me off of my feet a little more often, because that was the other thing too, like with the specialist chick, like she concentrated on my one foot, but I have it on both feet, and she didn't even like recognize that I had the other one on. So she's treating my left foot, but not at all on my right. And now that a lot more of my weight is shifted to my right foot because of treating my left foot, my right foot is getting more sore. So I don't know what I'm doing really until I talk to the next set of doctors. But, so I'm trying to keep my feet, stay off my feet as much as I can. The other thought was, so like some of you guys that have been with me a really long time may remember that I have really jacked up knees, particularly my left knee, where I had a meniscus tear that, it healed, and obviously I can use my knee and all that good stuff, but like it's still like, I don't know if like, it's the only really bad like wound that I've had. So I don't know if all wounds just don't really heal and mend as well, like if they're never really the same, but my knee doesn't really feel the same as it was before. And so I sort of am like, okay, I am losing weight, but like I'm obviously heavier than I want to be, and I feel like I'm heavier than I should be to be putting all this weight on my knee on like the knee scooter thing. And I'm supposed to be off my one foot, but we're not even recognizing the fact that the other foot isn't good. So like me and Damon and David were all thinking maybe the best thing, because she said to stay off of it, meaning on the scooter thing or on crutches, whatever I felt was better. But really, even though the doctor isn't recognizing the other foot, maybe I should use a wheelchair, like just a regular, just regular cheap as possible wheelchair, to get around on, so that both feet are not being used until I can talk to the other doctors. I don't know if that's, I mean, it can't be a bad idea, but I don't know if it's going to help or not. I don't know. Just a thought, I guess. But that's what's been like going on basically. The store that we go to for shopping actually has a wheelchair and those hover scooter things. I don't like using the hover scooter things, partially because I feel like other people need them more. Like, honestly, I do. Like, they're always in use, but like nobody ever uses the wheelchair, and Damon likes pushing me around in the wheelchair. So, he made me yesterday and today for our little visits, like, get in that and just go around in that, to stay off my feet, which is good of him. It is. And yeah, last year when I had my operation, he made me do the same thing. And that's when he was shoving all that clearance yarn at Meijer's into the cart. Just totally against my will. But anyway, I think that is, oh, and like I was saying, I was building into Thursday, I have the day off. And so Saturday, David and I both work, but that is our anniversary, May 1st. But we both work. So since we both have this coming Thursday off, we are going to take a drive down to Indiana. For anybody familiar, if anybody lives in the area or is familiar with like guitar stuff, Sweetwater, the guitar place, I'm going to take him there at some point during the day. And I'm going to basically let him pick out. He does not like surprises. So I'm going to let him pick out like a guitar pedal or something like that he doesn't have that he wants. Partially because he doesn't like surprises and partially because he knows what he has and I really don't because of all his like pedals and stuff like that. So that's going to be the anniversary present that I get for him. And what's in it for me? I'm kind of hoping that on the way down there we can visit this little LYS shop that is on the way. So we'll see. I just realized I was shaking I have like this nervous habit of shaking my foot. I think I got that from my grandpa. So sorry if the camera's been shaking. I just did it again. I'm planting my foot on the floor. Sorry if the camera's been shaking. That was probably because of my foot wiggling around. But anyway, so I'm hoping to visit this LYS yarn shop that is on the way down from here. I believe it's called the Sandpiper, but I'm not sure. I did a video about it. I'll do another one, obviously, if we go. Sorry, I'm very thirsty. That's another thing. Like, I am just like constantly drinking stuff, like constantly thirsty. But, like, because with my coughing and stuff, I've just been like dried out, like bad. Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping to have some LYS yarn to show you guys. And on to yarny things. So, you guys saw I did find the mandala roving, yay, at the store at Meijer's they were clearancing out. Like, I'm sad that it's gone, but I'm very happy to have gotten it on clearance price. And because they had put mandala yarn and they didn't specify mandala yarn $3.99, they actually gave it to me. It rang up at $5.99. And when it was on the shelves of the yarn aisle, I actually do think it said $5.99. But when they moved it back to the bins, they mixed it in with all the regular mandala yarn. And I guess I even remember saying in the video, for $3.99, guys, that's not bad. So like when we got up there, I was like, why is this ringing up at $5.99? And you know, a friend that I used to, well, she's not really a friend, a girl that I used to work with works there now. And she ended up calling her manager about it. And he's like, you know what? She's buying how much of it? Give it to her at $3.99. So literally that whole cart of mandala roving, and then the I got some Sprite mandala yarn. When I showed you guys the picture, it's the one and only like non-roving one. It's the bright colored yarn. It's called Sprite. I got all of that for $3.99 each. So yay. But when we went back, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't need any more mandala yarn. I don't need any more yarn, period. But yet I told Damon, I was like, if the brownie yarn is still there, I'm going to pick up another ball or two of it because I have 2 or 3 of them. And if I make like a really big shawl, like my Lost in Time shawl, I'm pretty sure I used 4 or 5 mandalas on. So I wanted to be able to make a really nice big squishy shawl with, or blanket. And so I just, I wanted to get more of it, especially if they are discontinuing it. because I guess this same colors are on clearance at Joann's, at the Joann's that have the clearance. My Joann's do not have it on clearance. They had it on sale, but not on clearance. But I got 3 of these because that's all they had left at Meijer's was 3 of these. Brownie is in the colorway Brownie. Yep. See? There's a glare on my end of the camera because of the light, but hopefully that's showing up for you guys and not fuzzy. But it is Brownie. If it's fuzzy, take my word for it. I promise I'm not lying. And then I don't know where I have been hiding. I don't think this is I know this is not a new yarn. This one happens to be a new label, but the other ones that I got were older labels. So I know obviously this is an older one, but this is in the color Harpy, and I swear I personally have never seen this one before. Hopefully the camera is picking it up, but it is got this beautiful, it's like white, light gray, like super light gray, and then gray, and then a dark gray, and then a super dark green, and then a mostly dark green before it goes back to the white. Can you see that right there? And I just thought that was so pretty. So those were also on clearancing out. So I got 4 of these because that's all they had was 4. So I grabbed those today. And that was all the yarn I got today from Meijer's. I think that's all the yarn. No, that is not all the yarn that I've got though. I have more to show you. Just that's all I got at Meijer's today. Then in the mail, I got 3 more of these because I ended up having to buy 3 more of these. Big Twist Vivids in the color Made in Turkey. Where are you, color? Oh my goodness. Light blue purple. And it's also got like pinks and like a yellowish, goldish yellow color in there too. It's very, very pretty. It's one of the newer yarns, and this is a lot like the Loops and Threads Kai yarn that was discontinued or whatever last year. So just really quick, I know, like I said, it was made in Turkey. And I believe it is it's 100% premium acrylic, 308 yards, 3.5 ounces, 282 meters, and 100 grams. Machine washable, low iron, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, dry clean. There we go. And what I've been using this for, like I got 3 of them. I probably don't need 3, like I probably could have gotten away with 2 more, maybe even 1. Honestly, the shawl might be big enough on its own, but I like big shawls. You guys know that already. I wanted to make it bigger. But I've been making this, which is the Spring Showers shawl. And a few of you guys are making this along with me because you've emailed me about the repeats. And as you can see, like, I think it normally ends, let's see if I can, that's a flattering look. I think it normally ended here, and then there was a border or something here with it. I haven't got to the border yet because I just started doing repeats. I'm going to do hopefully 1 more repeat actually, and make it nice and big and snuggly. But that's what I have so far on that. It's like technically it's already big enough and done, but like I said, you know me, and you know that I want a nice big shawl. So that is a work in progress. And then the ripple shawl that I made my doctor the one that I've already showed you the picture of, and the other one I was working on in Mandala Roving, and I ran out of the color Hayloft. And wouldn't you know, that's the one Meijer's did not have any left to put on clearance. I think I had actually bought it all previously, and they didn't restock it because they were putting it on clearance. But I got an email from Lion Brand that they were doing 20% or 25% off. I can't remember, like a flash sale they're doing like a crazy amount of like flash sales. If you haven't signed up for their emails, you probably should if you're interested in buying yarn from them. Excuse me, because they are like every day it seems like, or every other day, putting something on like a flash sale. Like even I've seen a couple of times now recently, like all yarn 20% off. So there's always sales. But I got, look at that pretty beautiful retro-y looking set of colors. And I did do a review on this if you're curious about it, about the yarn. But I have decided that I do really like it, except for where the colors change. And I can live with it because I like the yarn enough. But I got 4 of these, and I'm trying to decide if I want to make the ripple shawl bigger, or while I was waiting for this to come in the mail, I remembered that I think I had mentioned this before actually, and then like totally forgot when I was making the shawl. But hidden in the craft closet under a mound of stuff, I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but pretty sure, are 2 more of these, which would mean I have 6 left. Now the question remains, do I want to add to the ripple shawl that I've got, which is, it's an okay size. It's not humongous, but it's okay. Or do I want to take these 6 and potentially mix in like the brown color with them? Because I feel like if this had brown with it, like a darker brown than this tan right here, that it would be like perfect and make a different like big squishy shawl or blanket, or I'm not really sure. I think for right now, I'm just gonna keep it around and decide. I'm not sure. So that is the other yarn, and I think that's actually all the yarn I did get. So that's all the yarn that I have to show you. I have one finished object. I think maybe the last podcast I showed you that I went to Michael's and I had gotten the Red Heart It's a Wrap Rainbow. I got 2 of the cakes for $5 each in the color Whisper. So what I did with that was, okay, for anybody that designs stuff, I don't know if you guys do this too, but I have like this white whale, for lack of a better term, of a design in my head that I have been trying to get out and get the design out in a presentable, like make it work form. And it hasn't worked yet. I keep getting closer and closer, and parts of it I'm working out. So what I use the ball, this is like a cake and a half of It's a Wrap Rainbow. And the body of the shawl, I just made a simple design. There's like front posts and back posts and double crochets and triple crochets and double triple crochets. So that is like the body of it, right? And then here is the border of the shawl, which the border is part of my white whale. This is like an ongoing thing I have tried and tried and tried, but my ultimate goal is to make a different shawl that this is to go with, but by making this just basic simple shawl, I have started to figure out what multiples I need for this lacy bit out here. So I don't know. I mean, I have to look past the colors because this yarn with the slow color changes works great. It works wonderfully going in one full piece. But to get this angled right, I had to obviously work the top to bottom of the body. And then when I got to my row up here, I kept it going down this way. So you can see all the slow color change from the light pink into the white. And then I joined, well, into the white here, I guess. And then I joined my second ball. And there's some of the light pink in here, because the second ball was here and worked out to where the light pink went. So you can see that there. And then I had to start it up here to make the shells face the right way, because this is like a first draft basically. So like, I don't feel like the color changes works well with this, but it was more like a work of design, not a work of color, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to basically just ignore the color and see if I'm happy with the actual work. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you think I know you don't know what I have going on in my head, so you don't know if I've like hit my mark basically, but do you like the design? I don't know. You think it's pretty? I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, be honest in the comments. Not mean, just honest. If you don't like it, that's okay. It's all right. I understand. It is just a work of progress. And honestly, I will, if you guys all hate it and I still like it, I'll probably still work on it. I mean, it's something I want to make it look good. I want to make it look right. But that was a finished object that I have done. This nice lightweight shawl here. And so another thing to address is Miss Rose calling me out on not using my landscape yarn and hoarding it up. I heard you, girl. Well, so Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. Hi, Rose. She has a challenge which is funny. It goes hand in hand with one of my goals for the new year, actually. If you look back at my goals video, I said I wanted to do, actually, I think it was in the goals video that I said this, but I wanted to start doing like a series on what I'm doing with my knit crate yarn. And Rose has like basically a challenge that does the same thing. It started out because she has like a tub of knit crate yarn, like most of us do. Maybe not a tub, but like a collection going of knit crate yarn. And maybe it's just a different fiber than you're used to. Maybe it's too thin. Maybe it's too fancy and you don't know what to do with it. Maybe you have no other yarns to mix with it and you don't know what to do with it. But bottom line is always you don't know what to do with it. So her challenge is, don't be afraid, find something to do with it and just use it, basically. I just noticed that my camera cut off and started again. 33 minutes and 10 seconds. I don't know why it does it every time right there. But if there's a weird join, that would be why. I'm long-winded again today, I see. But I haven't talked to you guys in a minute, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I like hanging out with you guys. Anywho, well, that is right up my alley because I had just been thinking that I really need to get on the ball with using some of my knit crate yarns. Because I want to show you guys like stuff. I don't want it to just sit there and like collect dust and, you know, some of the yarns that I have sitting, like right now I'm doing it. I know you see me doing it in my videos where I'm not like looking at you guys. I'm not making eye contact. I'm not even looking like at the camera, looking at myself. I'm looking like away, like I don't know, daydreaming, I suppose in a way I am, because I have like this wall of yarn in front of me that like is some of the more recent additions to it is like some of the Hobie yarns that I've shown you guys recently are sitting in front of me. Some of my Shipshe's Wanderlust yarn is sitting in front of me. Currently not put away yet is my Hayfield Bonanza yarn, but it's just a lot of yarns that I really enjoy looking at a lot. And I don't know, just like it's weird to explain, but it's like things just like go through my head. Like I am talking to you guys, but like in my head right now, I'm looking at like, say that hayfield yarn and I'm like, oh, I can be doing this with it. But the knit crate yarn I have collected in like a reusable like shopping bag, and it is not in front of me. It is not something that's drawing my inspiration. Not that I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not something that I'm keeping around for the sake of firing my inspiration. So what I want to do is use it. But then Rose changed it and said, I'm still going to use it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to use up some knit crate. And what I intend to do is use some knit crate for this challenge and for like always just starting to use up some knit crate stuff. But then Rose changed it and said also, like, in addition to, it doesn't have to be knit crate because maybe not everybody has knit crate laying around. Maybe you have, even if you have something like, maybe you have just a bunch of cakes of mandala laying around and you don't know what to do with them. Like, challenge yourself to use them is basically the idea of it. And Miss Rose put my name out there with my collection of landscape yarn. But I'm sorry, Rose, I like looking at my landscape yarn. I don't know if I can do it. I was thinking about just starting a project with my landscape yarn. Actually, that's not what I'm going to show you today, but something else that I have collected like alongside of it. A while back, I had gotten my first order of ice yarn. It's not my first because like a really long time ago, before I started collecting yarn at all, I had ordered something from Ice, and I still have one of those yarns because it's like a super special yarn to me. I'll show that at one point. It's like literally right behind me in this drawer. But one of the things that I have hoarded and kept, which actually I have it hoarded and kept right next to my landscape yarn, is some of the stuff that I ordered from my first order of ice yarns. Partially because some of this yarn Ice does not carry anymore. And I've been like, what do I do with it? I don't know, because I don't want to run out of it and not have enough and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I'm just going to use it. So I had several cakes of this ice yarn, and it's Cakes Wool Light Glitz. And if I remember right, they don't have, the package would be out there, so I don't have like a colorway on it. But this particular yarn is 10% Lincoln long wool, 24% wool, 62% acrylic, and 4% metallic lurex. So honestly, it is kind of bougie knit cratey yarn, only it's not because it's ice yarn. Here's how much of it I've used so far. And I have several cakes of this, so this isn't the only one either. I just realized you can see the smoke, I think, coming across. I have incense lit in here, so if you guys see that, that's why. But I am like in love with these colors. I wish I could get more of this. Aren't those pretty? And look at the glistening, like, the glitz on it. Like, it's such a pretty sparkle. It's, to me, these are like kind of 80s-y colors. Like, I don't know. I love them. And what I'm doing with it is just making a shawl of my own design again. And if I can untangle it to show you guys, I would like to do that. I literally grabbed it mid-project just to bring it in here to show it off. I've only gotten to one full color change rotation. I'm going to actually show you the front. How about that? But here's what I've got so far. Like, here's an up close. You can really see the glitz too, right? It's just like some front and back posts and double crochets and chains and all that fun stuff that I like to mix together, of course. And here it is back here. I've just finally got to the hot pink part, which is really, really pretty. And this stuff it's pretty soft. It's not like latte cake soft, but it's soft. And I have a feeling it's going to be like very warm for winter. So since I have several cakes of this, I should be able to make quite the big size shawl and like wrap up in it. It's currently only the size of like a tank top. But anyway, and it'll be very glistening and sparkly and pretty. And so this is the beginning of my use my hoarded yarn effort, which is also a new year kind of goal anyway, is to use up yarn that's just sitting around and all that good stuff anywho. So hand in hand, I guess. Rose just kind of got that kick started again. So thank you, Rose. I think that is everything that I have for you guys today. I don't know why I was crouching all weird, like I put my pop down and I was just like, so anyway. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Yeah, I literally, because I wasn't feeling that great yesterday, didn't get any videos done. I need to get some done. Maybe I'll like try to blog a little bit of the trip down to Indiana this week. That would be fun. I'm hoping we can find like kind of a nice place to grab some lunch or dinner at for like an anniversary treat. And because like I said, we're just gonna like celebrate our anniversary on the way there, or for the day on Thursday instead. And yeah, should be fun. So anywho, I hope you guys are having a really great week, and I hope you guys end up having a good weekend when the weekend comes, since it's the beginning of the week. Anywho, but yeah, so I guess I will leave it at that, and I will talk to you guys later. Remember, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.